Hello, here I'm going to do a demo on how I took these rankings that I did for each of these 4 categories. I then converted that into a comment over here specific to that particular rating. So if you got an N, this was the comment. If you got yes but separate, this was the comment. If you had an NA, and a yes. So those were the different rankings there, and based on those rankings I gave a particular comment. Then I did the same thing with these 4 categories as well. Now I did those using a formula, and okay, that was the wrong one. I was on the right one. The formula is an if, a nested if, and learning the syntax of that was the fun part. So we start out with an if, and then when you're looking at that particular cell, and if it was an N, then I made that particular comment. Then we had a comma, and then the next if. And the parentheses here was the catcher. And you don't close the parentheses because it is nested. You don't close it until the very end. Okay, so you're just putting in a different criteria for each if that you need to spell out. So the NA, a yes, a no, and I had a yes but separate. So there's one for each particular category. Okay. That was the first part, setting up the spreadsheet. The next part was to start a Word document, a blank Word document, and we're going to look under mailings and start a mail merge and go to email messages. Okay, then you'll want to select the recipients, and here we're using an existing list, the one we just created, and mine was, made a few mistakes and had to go back. Like I was using the full list with the hidden cells. You can't do that. You got to copy that to a separate spreadsheet. So that's why I have week 1 shell check. I had to copy it into that particular file as opposed to the one that I had used November and done all the filtering in there. I had to create a new one. Okay, so now that I'm tied into my recipients, so now we can come up here and create our message, hello, and I like using, in my message I use professor, and then I created a last name, and I can show you how I did that one too, using before and after. Okay, and then we can just use the different fields. I got to remember to use the subject and course numbers so that the professor knows exactly which class I'm talking about. We type up our message here. We get that all done with that, and then it's just a finish and merge. You're going to send email messages. Here is where you pick the column with your email address. Subject line, week 1 course shell check, and you want to go through all your records, hit OK, and it'll email it out. Now the neat part is if you want to preview the results, you can, so you can see here how it adds the name, and that was when I figured out I swapped the last name and the first name by accident. So real quick, let's look at the formula that we use to extract the first name and last name from the other side of, that's back on this one. Okay, and it was the text before, and the text before is actually my last name, So I'm going to change that. Add F name. So I had gotten the formulas correct, but then I had the label backwards, because after the comma, you can see text after the comma for that particular line. And so I swap those two, and that comes out perfectly now in my thing. Although I have to go back and redo my letter after I make a change like that. So make sure and get all your changes in before you get ready to start. And I hope that helps you use the mail merge function.